I'm live. Hi, everybody. This is Jeffrey. This is Ripe Color. And this looks very not good. Hang on. Is that better? I don't know. I can't really see. All right. um, yeah. So I'm 20 seconds early. I wanted to do it at 333. This is the Eclipse reading for whoever tunes into this video. All right. And 333, I should really do videos on that as well. Hello. So the 333, in short, I'm reading from the internet, is indicates strong communication, which I'm good at. Natural zeal and flair. Ooh. The number 3 also connected to Jupiter in numerology, which is known to be the planet of blessings and good luck. Positive energy in your life. Yay. Positive energy. So let's bring in positive energy. So overall, my phone is on vibrate, thank goodness. So overall, an eclipse is like a giant new moon. So it's a good time to really set your intent and to release what no longer works. I know my shirt's inside out, but I'm not changing. I made French toast, and I was wearing something nicer before because I was on camera earlier. I was doing the tarot classes. We do them twice a week. And, I looked really cute, but then I decided I wanted French toast. So I was like, if you're frying, you should put something on that you don't, because this t-shirt's nice, but it's really oversized. And I kind of wear it to sleep or to fry. Anyway, so there's big changes afoot. I think, because it's an eclipse in Libra, so it's really about finding a new balance. It's really about finding a new balance. All right. So I have 2 announcements. The first announcement is until October 31st, I am offering $40 readings for half an hour. I call them the Eclipse readings, but if you want to, honestly, when you do a reading and it's really directed at a certain time or at a certain energy or a certain question, it's a really much better reading as opposed to a general reading. Hello. And thank you for coming. Thank you for saying hello. And the other thing is I'm going to be adding some classes on Patreon. So as some of you know, I'm a painter as well. I've been painting watercolors lately. So, and I'm a healer. So I'm a healer, I'm a tarot reader, I'm a lot of things. And I work up on the roof a lot. I don't think I can get a live video on the roof. There's not enough power. I could do it here though. And I'm going to do like a color healing through painting. And I think I'm going to break it up by color. So, it's going to be on Patreon and I'll charge whatever I charge for the video. And you're like, oh, well, I really want a yellow one. I want to do a pink, whatever. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'll be putting that together very soon. I don't know if it's going to be live or it's going to be pre-taped. I'm unsure, but it's floating around in my head. So let me know what you think. I like the name Regina. Regina is queen, like regent. Regina de Español. I live in Mexico City. All right, so this is the eclipse reading for the collective, well, for whoever ends up watching the video, right? Whenever you watch it. I don't think I'm going to be able to see the eclipse here, maybe slightly. And also I don't have the glasses, so that's that. So let's see what's going on. So tarot readings, $40. Till the end of the month for half an hour. And I'm going to be adding these healing art therapy. They're going to be wonderful, actually, because it's just my nature, and color is really my shtick. Because I have paintings available for purchase, la, la, la. Okay, let's get to the reading. Enough with the chit chat. Look at that. Ooh, okay. I should go back a little bit. We begin with the Wheel of Fortune, which is a really interesting card. This is all about changes being afoot. That's what the Wheel of Fortune is really about. It's about fate, it's about destiny. I also feel like the Wheel of Fortune has this energy of vortex and has this energy of drawing in the energy. It's almost like like a vortex, and it like sucks it in a way. And it's a beautiful card. It's a beautiful card. Um, Now we were talking about it because I was doing the Fool's Journey. The Fool's Journey is the understanding of the path through the major arcana. I was doing it today through a class through the major arcana of kind of growing up, having experiences and utilizing them and working with them. And this being a 10, it kind of completes a certain amount of the cycle, because we start with the fool who's unborn, and then the magician who is the leader, and then the high priestess who brings in the intuition, and then the empress who's the mother, the emperor who's the father, the five, the hierophant who's society, the six is choices, the seven is moving forward in your life, executing a plan, the eight is gathering your strength, the nine is looking within because it's a hermit, and then that once you're through that first phase of really looking within, making choices, there's a sort of completion, and there's a sort of evolution in this card. That's what I always feel, is there's an evolution. And then we have the magician, who's great, and he implements his plan. He's very oral. He's very, very oral. So he has this energy of I am powerful. I manifest my desires. I have the ability to use all the tools. I'm eternal. And there's also this element of garden here. So there's an element of fruitfulness. Okay. And then I have the Three of Swords. So it's really easy to read this as like a negative card, and sometimes it is. But it's also creative ideas. It's a three, creative and ideas. All right. I don't know if you can hear that, but I live here in Mexico, and the way it works is you have your garbage, right? And they come by and they ring a bell, and then you bring your garbage down. So there's no garbage on the street, which is nice because I've seen 3 rats since I've been here for like, year and a half. And then you give them a couple of pesos, and they take the garbage away. All right. Moving on. Yeah, okay. This is kind of a card of grief, but it's a 5, it's change. So it's like I'm considering this. Look, this is change. And then this is manifestation. This can be heartache, but then we move into this, which is kind of like grief. It's like, okay, all the things that I'm letting go of, all the heartache. I've let go of the heartache, and I'm letting it wash down the river, right, into the bay or the ocean or whatever. And then I'm going to turn around and look at what I do have and utilize it. Yeah, contemplation. This is sort of a recuperation after maybe what you've been through. And so this, so far with this reading, there's this real element of not only just calling it in, but also really letting go of, heartache, grief, pain, all that, letting it go. Just, standing in the sun or the moon or whatever, or in your apartment, and saying, I let go of all this heartache. I'm ready to have something new come in. Yeah, because I've been feeling overwhelmed and sort of surrounded by it, and this is a line in the sand. He puts up a boundary. Sometimes we get to this place in our lives where it's like, okay, I've done this in my head or in my heart over and over again, and we're done now. We're done. We're done. I've got to move into something new, a new energy, a new way of thinking, a new emotional balance, toward being comfortable, toward being at home. And And this isn't also a card of celebration. This is like a little home wedding. It's this card of gratitude, really. Another four. And if I'm offered a gift, I'm going to take it. If I'm offered a gift, I'm going to take it. I heard from somebody today who wanted me to do some dyeing for them because I'm a dyer. I don't really dye anymore because I don't have the chemicals, and to ship it to the States is very complicated. Ship a painting is very easy. Um, but it was interesting to hear from him. So if I'm offered a gift, I'm going to receive it. Yeah, because there's a lot of love out there for me. I think this is really a matter of perspective, because you could be in the same place on the same day, especially with two fives. You could be in the same place in the same day. And it's like I could sit around and think about all my problems today, right? Or I could say, okay, well, I live in a pleasant place. I have food to eat. I have my French toast. It was delicious. People get in contact me and send me nice messages, or they offer me, an opportunity to make money or whatever it is, just to say hello. And it's like, well, I can choose to live there in the gratitude, or I can choose to live in this. Yeah, look, the love is coming through. The love is coming through. An opportunity to be healed, an opportunity to be comforted, an opportunity to listen to your intuition, an opportunity to receive a gift. Nice. Yeah, okay. I'm not really clear about where I'm going, but like if I follow my intuition and I follow my dreams, then I'll be on a path. Then I'll be on a path. It's really the Eclipse card. I mean, really look at it. It's really the Eclipse card. Although I also read the Eight of Swords, the Eight of Cups is an Eclipse card. Yeah, toward new creativity, towards something fertile, toward beginning a new project, and also the wands have this energy. They're cards of spring, they're cards of fertility, they're cards of new growth. All the wands. It's about creativity. It's about passion. It's like the thing that gets you out of bed. It's the thing that gets you out of bed. It's the thing that really excites you. That really excites you. Yeah, and then cutting out. He's a surgeon. I always see him as a surgeon. So he cuts out what's unnecessary. He just cuts it out, and it's a very intellectual affair, right? It's like the butcher, if he's taking apart the cow, let's say, there are certain parts that you just don't eat, or you like, oh, this looks really grizzly, or this looks really fatty. He doesn't have like this bad feeling. He just cuts it away and throws it away. Like that's what the energy is, because he's the surgeon, the butcher. That's the way I see him. Look at this, a third ace. Wow. New ideas, victory after tears, clear thinking. And also, the swords are always dual because they bring in new ideas, but they also cut out the old ones at the same time. Whereas the other aces are really not dual. I mean, unless you read them backwards, upside down, whatever, they're really not dual. That is the dual one. And it's like, okay, I'm no longer going to, I'm going to introduce new thought, and I'm no longer going to entertain the old. That is full of grief and full of I don't know, heartache. Yeah, look how nice. This is a past life card. So this is really receiving a gift, and this is this understanding also of there's this sweet innocent kind of nostalgia going on in this card. So sometimes this is kind of like this memory of being in the sandbox with your best friend, and you know you built a castle together or whatever, you made mud pies, whatever you did. And there's this sweet energy of of giving and receiving, of being loved, of being comforted. And sometimes, I think actually there's this opportunity to heal relationships. I think that's what's going on. So let's say, you have a brother or a sister when you were kids, you got along great. And then as you got older, you went your way and they went theirs, and you're very different personalities and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, underneath it all, let's remember the love, right? And let's not concentrate on the heartache and the heartbreak and like that. Interesting. Yeah. Queen of Timing. It's like there's magic here. She's very magical, because you got the black cat. The time is now, and now is the time. That's how I always understand this card. That she's the Queen of Timing. She knows when to act. She knows when to act. And it feels like once this sort of catharsis goes through, and you are able to transform it, then you're going to get the energy and the impetus to move forward. Because I get, this is about things changing, right? And then you have the manifestation, and then you have like the heartbreak, and here's the gift, which I think you should take. Maybe it's like a gift of peace, right? Toward happiness. Did I show you that? Toward happiness and comfort, letting the grief go. I've contemplated it long enough. I put up a boundary. There's a new road being illuminated somewhat. And then I have 3 aces and the King of Swords, who's going to cut out the nonsense, and the 6 of Cups, who's, all about like reminiscence, nostalgia in a sweet way, not in a weird, gooey, sentimental way. And it's in a very sweet, kind, sort of innocence to it. All right. I'm trying to make room for all the cards because, I like to throw as many cards as I can. Yeah, I'm moving into someplace else. This is really interesting. Okay, so now I'm going to go deep into which. It's the 6. This is about the refugees. I'm leaving the land that doesn't work anymore. Okay, and I'm leaving the turbulence behind, and I'm moving into like a state of more emotional well-being, more calmness. Now, I understand her, even though you don't see her. She's Lot's wife. She doesn't turn around to look at, what's been destroyed. She's not interested, right? And the other thing I get with this is that it's really his mother or mother-in-law. So I get that because I feel like there's a matriarchy in this card. There's this energy of grandma said it was time to leave, even though the generations have been there forever. If grandma said, get on the boat, we're getting on the boat. So sometimes there's an energy of, especially with this, because this could be past life, but it could also be, and sometimes this, okay. I feel like there's this feminine, divine ancestor sort of thing, like a grandmother or an aunt or something who's leading you into this new place of calm. You know how older people sometimes they get really crotchety, but sometimes they get very loving and understanding. And, something that's really bothering you, you go and talk to them and they're like, it doesn't really amount to much. Don't bother yourself with it. Everything comes to pass, and just let it go. Just let it go. It's like that kind of energy. I'm leading you toward a place of more peace. So that you can actually utilize, this is really an interesting card. This Isis, it's also Juno. It's really fertile. Second card, choices. She combines the dark and the light. So maybe she takes this heartache and that kind of energy and the energy of light and creates something fertile, something new, something as yet unseen, but full of hope, full of inspiration, full of intuition. This is really about listening to one's inner voice. it's a very nice, that's a very nice card. And it's interesting too, because I have three aces, right? So aces are ones, it's a beginning. And then I have the one and the two. So this is the beginning of something. And I have also the Wheel of Fortune, which basically is saying to me in this moment, it's like I've evolved out of the past. When I say I mean you. I've evolved out of the past, and now I'm ready for like a new story, a new beginning, a new outlook. I'm ready for my luck to change. I'm ready for my fortune to change. I'm ready for um, things to shift, and that's what I keep on feeling. Like, so it's between this one and then the other one. So this is this is the solar, and then the next one will be the lunar. And I think this has a lot to do with relationships, because this one is in Libra, which is all about balance, ruled by Venus, and the next one is in Taurus, which is really about like it's more of a commitment and more grounding it in, and it's also ruled by Venus. And Venus is, really the planet in a lot of ways of relationship, and it's the planet of love, of comfort, of wealth. So it feels like there's a real shift inside ourselves as to how we see relationships and how we're willing for them to heal and to be put to bed, and to move into a new place, to move into a new place that's calmer, that's more, I don't know, there's more opportunity, especially with a one and a two and, three aces. Yeah. All right. Let me see if I can fit more cards. Hang on a second. I think I could fit a little bit more. If I move this back a little bit further, just a little bit, I think I could fit three more, but we will see. Ugh. I'm in the middle of things, and I have more actions to take. And, but I just really wanted to do an eclipse reading. And, that's part of it too. I think sometimes we take on so many responsibilities, and which is fine. But sometimes it's like, okay, well, I've done a lot, and maybe I can finish it in an hour or in a day. But I also need some time for myself. I also need some time to like relax. I also need some time to rejuvenate. So that's why I made my French toast. I'm wearing my, in case I get oil on it thing, and I'm going to do the reading, and then I'll get back to work. All right, away we go. The Emperor's here. Authority, implementing a plan, being in charge, stabilizing things. And also, this is the dad, right? So this is like this energy of going out in the physical world and figuring out how to feed myself and others, right? Being very practical and make things secure. And the Empress is here too. And this is Venus 101. This is Venus. The Empress is a wonderful card. It's a 3. And it's really this card of, it's just so bountiful. She's in the garden. It's an endless garden. She's like a combination of Venus and Mother Earth. So it's this energy of abundance. This is energy of fertility. She's pregnant. So it's abundance, and it's fertility, and it's flow, and it's ease, and it's comfort, and it's artistic inspiration. And she's just sitting and relaxing in the garden and allowing things to grow. She's not overly managing them. She's just sitting there and letting it grow, you know. And that's, that's the energy of, like, if I've cleaned up, because earlier it's like I did my weeding, so to speak, and I took care of all the things that are not good in the garden, because I have the 10, and I have like, oh well, this plant didn't work and I had to throw it away. Okay, but now it's like there's a newness coming toward joy, toward celebration, toward community, toward artistic inspiration, toward happiness. That season of grief, that season of grief. This is what you could really let go of. That season of grief, you could really let go of. And the heartache and all that. It's like, okay, I choose to let all that go. And now inviting in abundance and fertility and creativity and newness in terms of relationships and love and intuition, in terms of thought patterns, and in terms of like creative endeavors. And if I have the opportunity, or if somebody offers me the opportunity to heal, I'm going to take it. Really nice. Really nice. All right, I'm going to show you all the cards. Then I have to get back to work. All right, away we go. Okay, I mean, they just fit. My limit, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. Let's start here. In order to be stable and secure, I'm going to have to act on it and cut out what doesn't work and invite in more love. The heartache is done. I can manifest what it is I desire because luck is on my side. I've decided to turn around and utilize what is there and stabilize my thought and get really quiet and see where spirit would lead me. Toward being unstuck, toward following my dreams with a new idea. I'm being led by my ancestors toward fertility and growth and happiness. I'm paying attention to my inner voice, and I'm allowing the past to heal me and to be healed in a new manner, so that I can be more stable and happy, and sit in the energy of the promise coming true. And if a gift is offered, I'm going to take it because it's the comfortable, easy. How would I say it? It's sort of like sitting around the hearth and enjoying the fire. Like, that's the energy. It's really nice. It's really nice. Okay. So that is my solar eclipse reading. I'm sorry I can't do it tomorrow. Okay. So if you go to see the solar eclipse, put on those weird glasses. If not, just watch it on TV. I offer private readings till the end of the month. I'm calling it the eclipse reading. It's on the site for $40. If you want to, say, I don't really care about the eclipse, I really care about this, fine, we'll do that. Half an hour, $40. And I will be adding some healing color videos that will be available on Patreon. And I don't know whether they're going to be live. I'm not really sure. It just sort of floated around with me today. Somebody gave me the idea and I'm utilizing it, but I'm not sure how it's going to come together. But if you're interested, let me know. And I think I'm going to organize them by color, like by the chakras, say, right? A red one, a yellow one, an orange one. Yeah, a green, a pink. Pink is very important. Turquoise, purple. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. I think it'll be wonderful, actually. And I have beautiful art available for purchase. They're all on my website, brettcolor.com. And enjoy the changes that we're all going through. Oh, I don't want everything to change. It's like, well, things just change. It's just the way it is. So it's like, well, let's enjoy this. Let's enjoy it, right? Find the sweet spot. Find where the healing is. Find where the opportunities are, because everything's an opportunity. All right. And now I can watch everybody. Thank you. See you Monday at class. Thank you. Hola, amigo. Hola. Yeah, I just did the little thing, Ariel. It was a really nice reading. And, I did a little announcement. I did a few announcements, and I'm going to be doing classes on color healing. I don't even know what I'm calling it yet, but I could feel it kind of coming in my brain. Anyway, now I'm going to get back and I'm going to get very serious about blogging on my website, really about tarot mostly, so that I can draw more people to my site and all that. You know, it's part of what I do. I'm the creator and the marketer and I'm the face of it. All right. I'm glad you were here, Ariel, and thank you, Regina, and I hope to see you all soon. And if you want a reading, let me know. And I also do IET and pendulum clearing. You know, it's very interesting, and I'll tell you. Um, you know, the people who show up for the IET and the pendulum, it's always the right one. Like if somebody says in a pendulum clearing, I want to receive, I don't know, more love. It's like, that's exactly what I need that day. And I want to release whatever. It's like, that's exactly what I need. It's very efficient. So, 'cause especially with the IET and the pendulum, like I get the energy too. It's so big that I get it too. I don't just administer it, but I receive the healing as well. It's very powerful. And wow. Okay, good, Ariel. All right, kids, back to work. Back to work. I'm not going to switch my outfit again. I'm just getting back to work. I really, sometimes I get to this place. It's like, I don't really want to do this. And, you know, it's like, just do the dishes in the sink and then the dishes will be done. It's as simple as that. All right. See you soon. Bye. And enjoy the eclipse. And then I press end stream, okay, instead of edit, because otherwise I'll mess myself up. Oh, I was good, only 32 minutes. Maybe I should wait to 33 because I started at 333, sort of. I'm going to wait, 40 seconds. I love reading tarot. I really do. I love helping people. I love, giving the class. There are a lot of things, I have issues and problems and obstacles, but there are a lot of things in my life, man, that are really, really sweet, really sweet. And I'm really grateful for them. Really grateful. I want to end at 33 minutes. So I'm going to wait 15 seconds. Working the numerology angle. Working the numerology angle here. I am a little witchy. Okay. Bueno.